gonna come on because the keys are in the house. Anyway, so Superman and the Elite is really, really bad.
Superman and the Elite. Did I watch that? When did that come out? That's not recent. Okay, well maybe I.
It's really, really bad.
Superman All Stars is pretty bad too.
Yeah, that one too.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the other ones, the good ones.
The good ones. They have some good ones. They have some really.
I ain't gonna lie. I seen was it Ninja Batman? That shit was fucking hard.
Ninja Batman is the most Japanese thing I've ever seen in my fucking life.
That was so hard. Like,
I love it. I really do. It's just when my dad was like, "Hey, come look at this one scene," and I honestly couldn't tell you what the fuck I was looking at. I just thought that this was like the most Japanese anime that I have ever seen in my life. And I was like, "What the fuck are we
Batman,
watching?"
but it was like all of the villains had like their own like shoguns or whatever, and it was fucking fire.
It
like,
really was.
I was like, this shit is hard.
You know what's a good one? Justice League versus Teen Titans.
I did like that too. I like how Flash pulled up on that nigga Robin like, hey, if I move my hand, he dead. Like, oh damn, you doing it like that?
You know who I just want to die right now? Damian Wayne.
Okay, he has to grow on you. He really has to.
He frustrates the absolute shit out of
Honestly,
me.
I didn't go flicks. I don't think I care for Blue Beetle.
Why?
I don't know. I just maybe because I have like a set group of Titans in my mind. So when they brought him in, I was like, I don't know him.
Blue Beetle is pretty fine.
But Beast Boy, he really made the show. He made the movie for me. He was funny.
Beast Boy's always funny.
Yeah. And then like when they went down to hell and he like transformed into some hellish thing, they're like, he's like, I'm okay. So
I wish.
I think when it comes to, I think Marvel, they have like a formula when it comes to movies and they stick to it. That's why they shit always is good. But DC, they want to like really get in depth with the story and stuff like that. I don't give a fuck about that.
I do.
I mean, I do, but damn, like you got a movie like fucking Dawn of Superman, a long ass drawn out story. I don't care. Fight each other. Fight each other right now. I don't care.
Oh
damn. Like Shazam was the perfect DC. If like all of the DC movies like Shazam, they would be in the running with Marvel. They may not be like on the level, but they'll be in the running because Shazam was to the point. It was funny and action packed. Cool. But that shit, okay, like Justice League, that was terrible.
Okay, I have to disagree because I like Justice League.
I hated Justice League.
I thought Justice League was okay. I thought they did a pretty good job. I could have done without them bringing Superman to life, but you know, whatever.
I knew he was coming back. We all knew he was coming back.
I could have done without it.
But my thing is, like, I know, listen, I know they don't want to, or I remember you said something like this. Like, I said, like, I know they don't want to be like Marvel, but they should have, like, introduced the cubes in different movies, so when you get to the Justice... Yeah, I remember you said that, and they did in the deleted scenes. Like, why would this be in the deleted scenes?
Why would you put it in a deleted scene? I have no idea. So, if you've never seen the deleted scenes in Wonder Woman, DCEU Wonder Woman, it's a deleted scene where they have a mission to recover this ancient box that has been dug up, and it turns out that it's a mother box.
Yeah,
but instead of putting it at the end of the movie where it would normally go, they put it in a deleted scene. So people were complaining that the mother boxes just came out of fucking nowhere, and technically they're not wrong, but also they put it in a deleted scene.
Yeah, and that's one mother box though. They didn't talk about it in Super. They could have talked about it in Superman, Wonder Woman, and introduce the last one in the Justice League, and then you would have had more time to fight. And on top of that, Superman. But you know what? Superman came in. First of all, beginning of the movie, Steppenwolf, Broly. At the end of the movie,
when he went up against the Amazons, that was like one of my favorite fucking scenes. That's my favorite scene.
At the end of the movie, Steppenwolf, Krillin
was a whole bitch.
That's the perfect comparison.
They smell your fear.
The beginning of the movie, Broly. That's who he was. The end of the movie, Krillin. He can ass whipped. Soon as Superman came down, he was like, the whole movie changed. Like, Steppenwolf went from being a hard nigga,
beating everybody ass, to is this man bothering you? What the fuck?
Like, are you serious? Can you at least scratch Superman or something? Like, damn, like, can you at least hurt him, kinda, or something like that? Or, I didn't like the Flash. I feel like the Flash.
What?
I feel like the Flash was just trying to be too funny. Like, he wasn't natural. He wasn't like.
You are
like
insane.
Honestly, if Ryan Reynolds was playing the Flash, it would have been hella better.
No.
What?
Ezra Miller did a fantastic
No, he did
job.
not.
Yes,
he
he
did
did.
not. He did terrible. And then
Wow.
the best part of the movie, honestly, was when they brought back Superman. And not even the process when Flash ran and they had to time it perfectly with the light. That was the best part of the whole movie. Everything else I was like, I could have did without it.
I thought.
Oh, and then I know. Okay, then here it goes. Here's the real truth. I just don't fuck with Aquaman.
What is the problem? What is the problem?
Don't fuck with him.
Because Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Flash, and no.
Honestly,
I'll
I'll tell you this.
in there because they have like some of the best fucking scenes.
I'll tell you this. They should have put the Aquaman movie out before Justice League and put the last Mother Box in the Aquaman movie, maybe like somewhere in Atlantis in the water.
Look,
I don't know.
when Mira went up against him about this motherfucking box, y'all was not about to come out here like that.
Oh.
Mira. His girlfriend?
The redhead?
Yes.
I didn't know her name.
Mira. How did you not know her name?
Because when I watched the movie, I was really trying to hate the movie. But
You
I ended up
liked it,
I
didn't
did
you?
like
Exactly.
the movie. I tried to hate it though. But I wasn't learning on niggas' names. I just know that if they would have put the Mother Box in the Aquaman movie and then
But that's what I'm saying. They skipped over places where like things should have gone. But that does not make the movie horrid.
I watched that movie one time and I was mad I got robbed. I would have rather got robbed. You know I got a light in my car. It's bright as fuck though, so it may blind you. I'm saying.
I mean, if you're gonna go get it, then it's fine.
But nah, we'll just leave it like that because I like the breeze. But still.
I didn't think that. You know what movie I thought was fucking terrible? You want to know? Fucking Suicide Squad.
What?
Get that honka bullshit out of my face.
Okay. You
The
know what?
worst Joker that they could have ever come up with.
Outside
was
of
Jared Leto.
outside of
And
the Joker.
It pissed me off, and I hated it.
Outside of the Joker.
They did too much with fucking Harley Quinn's ass.
You know what I think is funny? I be thinking this shit is so funny. You take we're not gonna say a white comic book character. Oh, fuck it, we gonna say it. When you take a white comic book character or a white character of any nature and you make them black, it's a problem. But when nobody said nothing, when Will Smith was Deadshot.
Because he was the fucking shit, and that was it. Deadshot was one of my favorite parts of the movie.
Yeah.
Deadshot and Rick Flag.
Who?
Rick Flag. The army guy.
Oh, that guy that had people protect.
Yeah. So, they were my favorite parts of the movie. I did not give a shit about Harley Quinzel.
You're lying.
She was doing no, I'm not.
That movie made her popular.
Yes,
enough to get her own movie.
And yeah,
that movie
it sure did.
That movie was terrible, by the way. Like
I haven't seen Birds of Prey. So
okay.
So anyway,
are you gonna go watch a Robin movie?
A what?
A Robin movie.
A Robin movie.
Yeah.
If it's good.
So you just watch a movie about Robin?
Yeah. It depends on what Robin you're
I'm never
about.
gonna watch a Robin movie.
It depends on what Robin movie.
They would really have to be. It'll have to be a Nightwing movie. It'd have to be Nightwing, not Robin.
So you would have to go see it if it was about Dick Grayson.
Jason Todd.
You said Nightwing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, but not.
I would
Jason
watch
Todd.
it if it's. I would watch it if it were Dick Grayson or Jason Todd. I'm okay with Tim Drake. I do like Tim Drake, But
Name hard.
Jason Todd becoming Red Hood, I would enjoy watching him go from Robin to Red Hood.
They would
Very
have to,
much so.
Yeah, okay. They would have to make it really dark.
That's fine. I mean,
But
he got fucking beat up with a crowbar.
the moral of the story is, I ain't watching no side characters, and that's all the Harley Quinn movie was, a side character trying to. The Suicide Squad made her popular enough to these niggas in Hollywood like, oh well, I think we need to give her her own movie. No,
Damn, they sound like Mickey Mouse too.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. No, that movie is terrible. But I like Suicide Squad. I liked it was.
I thought
fast. It was fast. I like fast paced movies. I don't like all that. Oh, the story.
You know what I think is hilarious is that when you fail in a movie, depending on the universe, like Marvel gives you a different shot with a bigger movie.
Huh?
Jared Leto, worst Joker ever. Worst. Honka, get the shit out of here. But has a starring role as Michael Morbius.
Yeah, that is right.
I am so ready.
That is right. That should look good too.
When Fox failed to deliver a proper Fantastic Four.
Hold on.
Fan-Four-Stick was fucking terrible. They took away the actual elements of any Fantastic Four story, which is them being family. It was a bunch of bullshit, and none of them were related to each other.
So are we sitting here talking about that Fantastic Four movie that came out a few years ago like it was good?
Yes. I'm not saying it was good. I'm saying it was fucking awful. When Fox failed to deliver a good Fantastic Four movie,
Marvel didn't do no better.
They
didn't do no better.
Took Michael B. Jordan and made him one of the best villains in the MCU.
Wait, hold on. Wait a second. We talking about going from DC to Marvel.
Oh, well, if we're talking about going DC to Marvel, Marvel to DC, Heimdall is about to be Bronze Tiger in Suicide Squad 2 that I'd watch.
Oh, so there's gonna be a Suicide Squad 2.
Yeah.
Oh, so
and
it
Idris
couldn't have
Elba.
been that bad.
Idris Elba.
No, he has Corona. He doesn't do anything.
Idris Elba is set to play Bronze Tiger, I believe.
Oh, okay. Why'd they get Michael John White?
Why would you get Michael John White? People still trying to campaign for him to be fucking Green Lantern, and I wish they would not. They have no idea what fucking Green Lantern they want to do. They have several to choose from.
They just need to really. If I was DC, I'd jump on the black train and get the black.
That's what they were trying to do when they brought out that Black Superman bullshit.
That Black Superman isn't that known. Like niggas.
That's what I'm saying.
But no, I grew up with the Green Lantern being black. I always thought he was black, and then I was like, oh, he's white.
So when did you start watching Justice League?
I started watching Justice League
when they brought in Jon Stewart.
Yeah. That's the first. Like when I first seen Justice League, he was black. I was like, oh, okay.
Okay, so you missed everything that occurred before all of that.
Yeah,
because
I kind of got.
I grew up with Hal Jordan.
I thought when I first started watching Justice League, I said when they changed the Green Arrow to the Green Lantern. I'm ashamed of myself, but yeah, I said it. I did. I was like, when did they change him? And like two different niggas.
Completely, with two different powers. One shoots arrows.
And the other one manifests his ass. But yeah, I think like okay, DC does a lot of things right, and they do a lot of things wrong.
They do more
Marvel just does less things wrong and more things right.
I don't know. I think they should never ever try to do. Well, I can't say that because they do have a couple of animated movies that I do like. Hulk versus is really good.
Yeah, Planet Hulk was fire.
Planet Hulk is really fucking good. They do some of the stuff. So like, but they don't have anything that competes with DC animated wise.
No, absolutely not. I can't even. Outside of Planet Hulk, I couldn't even.
Even the X-Men anime doesn't compete.
That was a Iron Man movie. I don't know which one it was. It was really good too. But I watched that years ago. I can't tell you the name of it, but it was good.
I know what you're talking about. But they have an X-Men anime, Astonishing X-Men.
Oh God, no,
as
no,
an anime.
no! I seen it. No,
And it's not great. I like it, but it's not great. It could have been way better. And then the Black Panther cartoon that I really just found out about last year is fire as fuck.
Damn, Black Panther cartoon.
Yes. My dad bought it off Amazon, or he found it somewhere. I think he bought it off Amazon, and we sat there and watched it. It's good as fuck.
Oh wow, okay.
But Marvel, animated is not their strong suit at all.
I think they need to stick to live action. They got
Live
that on
action,
lock.
yes. DC should
Stick
to the TV shows because their movies are very subpar, and that's not even trying to compare them to Marvel. That's just in general.
They've been having, I think the top 3 DC movies is Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and Shazam. Those are the top ones to me.
That's me too, because Green Lantern was absolute trash.
Super trash. Like I could. Why would they do that? Why would you do that?
My friend was watching it, and I hadn't seen it yet, but I was looking at a YouTube video about how bad the graphics were, and so she had rented it, and she was watching it in our dorm room, and I walked in there. I was like, "Oh, what video game are you playing?" She was like, "I'm not playing a video game. I'm watching a movie." I was like, what the fuck movie is that? And before it even popped up the name and she couldn't tell me what she rented, I saw this like green ass castle on display, and I was like, oh like shit, you were watching Green Lantern. She's like, oh yeah, that's it. I was like,
wow. First of all, they casted the Green Lantern terribly. Ryan Reynolds is not that kind of. He's not.
Ryan Reynolds is not a serious actor like that. I mean, he can be, but that he was trying to be funny, and Hal Jordan is not like that.
Yeah, like he's gonna joke around. Like it doesn't matter. He's gonna joke.
Deadpool is
perfect.
Deadpool is Ryan Reynolds' movie. Like that should never be. He shouldn't do anything else comic book related.
Oh, okay.
Because Deadpool is his character. Like if they ever tried to replace him as Deadpool, it would not work.
It would never work ever. I would never.
And he got the Deadpool role in that stupid ass fucking X-Men Origins Wolverine bullshit that should never fucking exist ever in life.
That's
I can't fucking stand that shit.
Dropped the ball.
Bruh, oh my god.
Actually,
the timeline is all fucked up.